Hi everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw, and I am bringing you a spectated game from a top-ranked Ninetales player. I feel like you don't see this very often, so this is a high-ranking player in a ranked battle playing Ninetales. We're going to be watching as much as we can from Evil Queen here. Oh, it sounds like my audio is like loud, right? It's like coming through. It's coming through all loud. That song was really loud. Sorry, everybody. There we go. Sorry, back into this match right here. So it looks like actually the Wiggly was able to grab that. Cinder and Wiggly ahead of Venu and Ninetales in this bottom lane. But Ninetales is such a mean laner. It's just so difficult to get a lot done against this character. It defends so incredibly well, and I think we're going to see that in this bottom lane. I'm curious to see what build it is going for. You can see with the little ticks of damage coming off these enemies that we do have a muscle band on Ninetales. Extremely popular to put muscle band on any ranged character, and Ninetales is no exception. It's great with a muscle band. Just grabbing this core fish at 9 minutes here, and it is going to head on into this B fight. No jungler from either team in this bottom lane. We've got that avalanche set up. Unfortunately, not able to get a lot done with it there, but chipping away at him. Just tons of little chip damage, little pieces of chip damage, little icicles. Bing, bong, bing. I don't know if that's a good sound effect for an icicle, bing, bong, bing, but it's all I had in the moment. Fighting here, and you can see that avalanche is just so incredibly mean when you get the enemy stuck in a position where they have to walk back through it and get themselves frozen. They are going to be able to contest literally basically every little piece of anything that pops up in this bottom lane. They're going to be able to contest it with this Ninetales. You just put up a big block of ice in front of them and you're able to contest it the whole time. Now we do have our Blizzard here, so we have our avalanche and our Blizzard. I have not noticed whether or not they have choice specs. At this point, I'm guessing it's probably Muscle Band, Focus Band, Buddy Barrier. That's most likely the build we're seeing right here out of Ninetales. Although it could be Muscle Band, Choice Specs, Buddy Barrier, something like that. We'll have to see when they do end up using their Unite. 7 minutes, 45 seconds here. We're just kind of waiting around for the next fight to happen. Oh, they're pushing them on this lane a little bit. Could be looking for a score here, but it's going to be almost impossible. Cindy moving down into the lane here. Cindy is what I call Cinderace. Cindy for both teams. Moving on in. Score from the Wiggly here in the bottom lane, and now everyone's forming up for this first big fight. Taken down by Ninetales right there. Just, I feel like it does more damage than you expect. It slows you more than you expect. It's just more difficult to deal with than you expect. Whenever you end up laning against the Ninetales, I just feel like you're like, oh yeah, this is hard. It's like hard to deal with. Looks like the orange team is actually doing pretty well as far as the top lane is considered. If they wanted to give them all that catch-up experience, then they did exactly what they wanted. We are watching Ninetales here, so we didn't actually see what happened at this fight here, but it is just getting ripped apart by Aegislash and Cinder here, pushing towards the enemy goal here. We do have a Unite move coming out from the purple team Cinder. Is it enough to push them back, though? I'm not sure if it's going to be. They might be able to take this Aegislash here, and it looks like they actually did push them off goal. 28 to 106. Orange team is ahead points-wise, but as I mentioned earlier, purple team is going to have access to all this free experience, and orange team is going to have ostensibly zero access to it unless they sneak in and try to steal it here. We've got a fight starting up here at Rotom. It looks like the orange team might want to push this in a little bit. No. Lucario, Talon kind of near the fight, but nobody really committing to this here. And we're seeing if we can get a score for Ninetales or Cinderace. We actually have 3 members of the orange team coming up right now, and this is going to be a huge catch for them. Take out both people, walk away. Feels like they did one of those, didn't it? And that's the game. Okay, back on our Ninetales here. Probably going to be heading down to this bottom lane. No experience top right now. Goal still there. They're looking, it looks like they're only breaking it by 13. That's kind of a low break. I'm wondering if Wiggly did not want to break that goal and they wanted to keep that open so they can continue to farm experience in that bottom lane. We do have a Unite move, and it looks like, oh my gosh, that Talonflame right into the avalanche. What a sad, sad Unite for that Talonflame. It looks like we did have a Buddy Barrier there for Ninetales. Dreadnought up in 20. Ninetales using Unite, forcing Talon to. It's not terrible, but at the same time, Talon gets to Unite a lot faster than Ninetales, so it is a little disappointing probably to throw your Unite at a situation where you know Talon's just going to have it back so much faster than you. Getting ready for a fight here. Look at this. Look at how they're hiding here. We've got Wiggly moving in, Lucario coming in for the pick, and Cinder just following it up. They have been expertly dealing with this Ninetales all game. Just these incredible picks from the orange team, just setting up little moments for them to grab them from the bush. And I think it's really incredible there. Trying to take Dread here, and it looks like they are not able to get it. Orange team once again taking that Dreadnought, and now Lucario just cleaning up this team, actually getting taken out there. Looks like by Ninetales. Yes, by Ninetales. And again, it's always a little more damage than you expect. Another KO from Ninetales. A little more damage and a little more slow. A little more damage and a little more slow there. Landing that Blizzard Avalanche combo. Just getting rid of these bees here. It's like I always said growing up. If you want to take care of bees, freeze them. Can you imagine? Throwing its Unite move here. This is an interesting moment. So I want you to look at the clock right here. This was not a very useful Unite strategically. You're not getting a ton out of it. You kind of get a KO on Aegislash. But if you don't throw a Unite here, you will probably not be uniting again before Zapdos. So around the 4-minute mark, 3:45, some characters can be a bit lower like Pikachu, but around that time, you could see people throw a Unite on wild Pokemon at some points. You just don't have the ability to get it back. Looking for a sneaky score here, but this Wiggly is just guarding this lane. Wiggly and Ninetales are kind of both hanging out in this bottom lane, and if neither of them leaves, we're not going to get a score here. We've got Cinder coming down, and Cinder is just deleting Ninetales right now. You can just see the mobility of Cinderace is so unbelievable. And right now, Venusaur, if either of these characters turns back, Venusaur could be in position, well, it's a Wiggly, could be in position to get a KO here. They don't know Cinder's here. Cinder jumping into this fight here. Oh no, we're back to Ninetales. Cinder actually making it out of that fight alive, but you can see Purple Team crushing this goal right now. They left it up until the 2-minute mark, 2-minute, 3-ish minute mark, and again, it's because of this catch-up experience right here. As soon as they break that goal, the enemy has access to that. Before that, they don't have access to all that experience. Purple Team now has a decision to make. They've got Dread coming up in 15 seconds. They also have a lot of experience on their side of the map. Ninetales clearing these bees here. Up here, we actually have, ooh, Talon getting a big KO on Cinder, and Aegislash chasing this Greninja extremely hard here. Who is going to be able to get this Dread? So far this game, it has been Orange Team, and it looks like it's essentially uncontested. Only Ninetales is down there. That is another Dreadnought for Orange, just continuing to give them that experience, that little shield as well. And Ninetales right here, using its Unite move actually right at the 2-minute mark. This is an extremely dangerous Unite, but it must have thought, look, it's either I use my Unite or I get KO'd right here. Me personally, I never throw that Unite in that moment because I want to have it for this next big fight, but we'll see if deleting Cinder for the moment was actually worth it. They are on Zapdos right here. We actually have insane damage being thrown down on it, and that was just kind of a complete coin flip in the middle there. It was got by the Orange Team. Who was able to grab that? I actually didn't see it. Regardless, it was a huge coin flip moment. Anybody could have got that. We now have Orange running into score right here and Purple trying to counter score. This looks like it is over for our Purple Team. Not able to get a victory for Ninetales. However, there's a minute and a half left. We can't say it's completely over yet. We're just going to see if Ninetales is able to do anything here. Yeah, unfortunately, they're just kind of, you know, walking up against someone who will easily defend the lane, and it does. Take that Ninetales down, and we have a surrender vote. So as we saw right there, Ninetales incredibly mean early in lane, but it does have those issues that we talk about oftentimes when you see me do a tier list or something. It's just got a lot of issues with mobility and its Unite move doesn't charge as fast as Pika. You have these huge moments of burst damage. I'm curious what the damage was. Yeah, 54k. So it's done more damage than every single member of the game except for the Venusaur on its own team. Really impressive numbers, but also really squishy, super easy to dive in on. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. More coming soon. I love you.